Good morning. Welcome back to Bromark Farms. This is February 7th, 2018. I just want to get back with you all to let you know what's going on. As you know, I'm sitting here resting up from back surgery. I've been slowed down a little bit. Here on the farm, we decided to cut down the animals. We processed the hogs, sold the goats off, and so what we're doing was we're taking care of about 18 chickens and 2 turkeys and 3 horses and 2 donkeys, a little miniature donkey by the name of Gus, and I'll introduce him to you later on. And then we've got 4, 5, 6 rabbits. We got Jim and Charlotte. They're running around out in the yard. They got out of the cage, and so I'm just feeding them out there, so they're running free, and they're pretty well protected. We have 3 dogs. We have a Papillon, and of course we've got a little Chihuahua right here. And we've got Kizzy. She's a boxer, a brindle color boxer. But here on Bromark Farms, we're slowed down here a little bit because I'm recovering from back surgery. Scheduled on the 27th of this month to have my right knee replaced, a little surgery on that. So that's going to put me down. So this is the best time of year, because everything's slow through February, and I figure by the 1st of May that I will be back on the ground to where I can do the garden, which I'll show that to you where we'll put that at. And every year we do a garden, and we do animals, and we process them. We love animals, and we love the gardening. This is not a homestead because we didn't have the property given to us, and we just built this up, and it's kind of it's farming, but it's living in the way to where old ways, as much as we can do by our hand and without power, if we can, and to develop a farm, self-sustaining, as that's what we've been trying to do here. And of course, we do introduce modern conveniences to where it can be comfortable. Because, hey, listen, I'm going to tell you, I don't want to live as hard as my grandma and grandpa did. I don't want to work that hard. I really don't. At 61 years old, my knee and back going out, I know that's some pretty hard living. And let me tell you, farming, you're not going to get rich farming. You usually either go broke or you break even. But it's the fun, learning the skills, and it's the doing it. It's the gardening, it's the animals, and the wood, and just the living. And that's what we do. So here at Bromark Farms, what I want to do is I want to introduce 2 things. I want to introduce the people to the farm life, the hobby farm life, and then I want to introduce my RVs. And I'll show that to you, what we do here as far as the project going with the Holiday Ramblers. I like Holiday Rambler RVs, travel trailers. Now, the older I can get, the better. But what we do is we restore them and sell them, and we live in them. So that's what we're going to do here. I'm going to try to bring the 2 together to introduce the RVers as they travel through a place to boondock or hook up and hobby farm, to where they can work on the garden, maybe pet Gus out there, or go and see the turkeys and what have you, and to enjoy as they travel through. We're located here in between Nashville, Knoxville, and Chattanooga, right there in between on Interstate 40 here in Crossville, Tennessee. We're 4.5 miles north of the interstate, so what I'd like to do is just welcome you and invite you. Winter times are pretty mild here, but like anybody else, we don't want to spend time in the winter. We want to go with it sunny and where it's comfortable. So let me see if I can't show you around the farm and tell you what we're doing, where we're at. Okay? Thank you again, once again, for joining us. And we'll continue on, and I'll show you a little bit more of the farm here. Okay? Thank you so much for stopping in. Comment, make suggestions, do what you need to do.